It's in the game.
So, last night's game. You said...
I said, excuse me, not to be surprised when you see who advances to the second round, Max. I told you who that was going to be. I told you it was the one. Repeat it.
The one.
Yes,
True.
I was right. I was right. Yet again, because I told you this dude was going to turn it up to a high level. Why? Because he only knows one level. A high one.
All right, listen, slow down there. One playoff advancement does not a superstar make.
I'm calling it like I said, Max Kellerman, and that's what I saw. A superstar in the making. Somebody with the potential to be the GOAT. That's right, I said it.
Come on, get your oven mitts ready. That's a hot take. The GOAT, come on.
It's a bold statement, but those are the only ones I know how to make, particularly when I'm factual and accurate, which is almost always. The bottom line is simple. This kid has taken them to the second round. Now let's see where he takes them, how far he's going to take them from here. He could go all the way.
No.
There you go, being naysayer Max again. I'm going to say no to you as well. You'll learn. Eventually, you'll learn.
The Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 1. The Detroit Pistons are coming off a dominating 4-game sweep in round 1. Will their confidence finally be tested? Tonight, they go up against the Miami Heat. The opening game of the conference semifinals, up next.
The second round of the NBA playoffs is upon us as we get ready for Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. We're at Little Caesars Arena. Tonight, the Detroit Pistons taking on the Miami Heat. Alongside Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Pistons as they enter play. They're rested. They're ready to go. And they'll have home court advantage to begin here in Games 1 and 2.
And I'll tell you what, I am looking forward to this series right here. This is going to be a dogfight. We got a couple of teams that match up very well. I can see this one going to length. Yes, 7 games. That's how even these teams are.
Dragic, picked up by Derrick Rose. Andre Drummond, able to recover with the block. Not that time. Here comes the screen. To Drummond. Stuffs it down with authority.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Butler into the front court. They trail by 2. Blake Griffin pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Here comes the screen. To Griffin. Stuffs it down with authority. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Dragic with the basketball. Trailing by 4. Leonard's shot won't go down.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
To Rose. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Runner's good there.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Dragic to Butler. Old school Poole backs his man down for the basket. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Jimmy Butler, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Well, leaves the defender in the dust and draws contact. So, it's Griffin going to the line for 2.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there.
With the possession. To Butler. Takes stock of the floor. Jimmy Butler for 2. Jimmy Butler, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Fires the 3. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble, off a quick pass, or off an ISO. When the ball's in this young player's hands, something just feels right.
To Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Butler. Short jumper won't go down. Screen coming. To Griffin. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
Miami's got it. Probing the defense. Shot from in close, no good. To Griffin. Nothing going here on that drive. Rose. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Marq with it. Down 8. To Waiters. They'll go to Butler. Down low. Slams it down. To Luke Kennard. To Griffin. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Butler to bring it up. Margins 8. Jimmy Butler. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Reggie Jackson, tough matchup against Butler. Zach Randolph snatching it out of the air. Miami with the basketball. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Luke Kennard. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Down low Randolph. to Butler. Trying to cash in. The shot by Butler, no.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1. Back with more after this. It's the second round of the Eastern Conference Playoffs on EA Sports. Nice pass to set things up.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Jackson with it. His guys leading by 14. And the basket good at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Love the fact that this shooter...
Oh, he missed them both.
I got this play on the go. Listen D, listen D.
Down to Zaza. The monster stuff.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Screen coming. Dion Waiters. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Lays it up and in.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
I got him. Here we go.
And scores.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
Dragic to Waiters. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Dragic to Waiters. Dion Waiters. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Count the basket at the rim.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
It's the Heat with the possession. Dragic. Sizing up the defense to Waiters. Nothing going here on that drive. And Pachulia there to grab the rebound. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Zaza Pachulia, huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Marq with it. His guys can hold for the final shot. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer, it's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Pistons didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Detroit Pistons. The Heat have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they've got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Bench points.
The Miami Heat had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance. Rose's shot no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
To Butler. Dragic to Butler. For 3, great defense, forcing the miss.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Here comes the screen. To Griffin. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. To Dragic. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To Rose. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
He'd have the basketball. Dragic to Waiters. Butler. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Drummond. Stuffs it down with authority.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Butler. Andre Drummond rejects it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Dragic. Andre Drummond. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on these shots. Only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Here comes the screen. To Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Out of bounds, last touch by the Pistons. Butler to Waiters. Andre Drummond sends it away. 4th this contest.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
It's the Heat with the possession. Butler to Waiters. Andre Drummond tips it. Ooh, 5 now. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Jackson. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Dragic with it. Down a bundle. To Butler. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Miami's got it. Curling inside. No good. Defense catching a break there. And scores. Strong take.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Jackson with it. His guys holding the big lead. To Drummond. To Reggie Jackson. Detroit with 4 to shoot. Drummond to Jackson. Not that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Miami with the basketball. Andre Drummond sends it away. Incredible. 6 tonight. Waiters. To Dragic. No good. Gets to the basket and scores.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ballgame is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Sets him up. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Reggie Jackson rocks the rim. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
To Butler. Andre Drummond swats it. 8 now.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Here comes the screen. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Dragic to Butler. Dragic to Butler. 5 to shoot for Miami. Butler swallowed up by Drummond.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
To Luke Kennard. Trying to cash in. Gets a shot up off the mark. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer, the Pistons are the winners. They've jumped down front 1-0 in this best-of-7 series. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pistons put on a show in a blowout. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Detroit Pistons. The Heat seemed to lose their edge as the game got out of hand. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Assists.
As you can see in the highlights, this team did a great job of staying competitive and putting in the necessary effort to get the win.
Player of the game.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in this game. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money. I love it even though it's bad. I can't let underneath close to saying I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA. Still screaming free the fam, they coming home now. All this up on my, I got up now. How you real? You can't even walk through your hometown. Supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA. I might go MIA. All up in my face. I don't go nowhere without my brothers. That's my gang. And all up in my space, just getting in the way. I got like 30 on my fingers. What more can I say? And I got 30 on my fingers. What more can I say? Please. On the block that from deep like please don't call them shady. I got too much on the fight, so please don't try to me. I got too much on the fight, so please don't try to me. I gotta put a
EA Sports. It's in the game.